Hey, so I was talking and thinking, thinking and talking. I'm always thinking and talking. So today I was thinking and I was talking about, I think I'm a really good gift giver. Remember, I said I was going to start saying nicer things to myself and giving myself credit for a lot of the things that I don't think I give myself enough credit for. I am a very good gift giver, right? Because not only because I'm a coach and I'm a designer and blah 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 and all this other stuff, and it's because I pay attention to what people say they want in their life and what they want to do or be, right? So it's like Jaden. I'm always using Jaden as an example. Jaden said at when he was little he wanted to play the drums, and I might put this is Jaden when he was a year old. I think it was a year old in this picture. He did not walk completely yet. He might have been less than 1 years old. So Matthew put him, if you see the picture, the little guy sitting next to him, that's Matthew. Matthew was always with Jaden. Same thing how Jaden's always with Dylan. So that's Matthew. Matthew put him on the drums. No one, all Matthew did was put him on the drums and give him the stick because I was watching it. He was putting him on the drums, gave him the stick because that's where he kept crawling to. He kept crawling towards the drums. I cannot make this up. He kept crawling to the drums and wanting to be by the drums. So Matthew took him. So he ended up at the drums, right? I proceeded to take that picture, and I've watched him through the years become this like full-fledged musician, and for his birthday I didn't just give him money. I didn't just give him a cake and give him like jewelry or something like that. I gave him music equipment, because that's what he was saying that he wanted. So it's funny because Matthew gave him gaming stuff because he also wanted to play video games. So like his big brother. So he went in that direction. I went in the music direction. But we're back on me. So same thing with Matthew. Matthew became a personal trainer. So what I did, I converted upstairs in his area to a gym. He has a heavy bag, all that other stuff. So because I feel like if I'm going to circulate my money to the world, I need to make sure what I buy is what the person wants and what the person will use and what the person needs, right? Trust me, I'm going somewhere with this. So today I want to talk about giving your partner, your friend, your children, giving them what they ask for, not what you need. Does that make sense? For me, I thought I was killing the game as a mom in the beginning because I believed I was supposed to be the mom that I wanted towards my boys. And I realized that's not it. I have to be the mom they want. You understand? And the crazy part is, I learned that with Jaden. You always learn with your your second child. Your second child, you always learn with your second child. Your first child, it's like they're in the thick of it with you, and they're watching you. Matthew watched me transition from the old regime to the new one, and he's like, I know he's sitting there going, "Who the hell is this woman? What love and light lady, where's she come from?" Because I used to whoop his butt. You understand? So it's just like, but I realized that's not it. And I realized that with my second kid, which is Jaden. So with Jaden, Matthew taught me discipline. Jaden is teaching me and taught me individuality. He made me understand he has hair like mine. He has hair like mine, blue eyes, and fair skin. He's more fair skinned than me. And it's just like he taught individuality. Like you could tell he custom made his suit before he got here. You understand? That's how what he taught me. He taught me that everybody's an individual and you can't treat everyone the same way you treated the other person. You understand? And it changed the way I parented, because I with Matthew, when I saw I was kind of messing up with Matthew and I was like, "Ah, I got to do better." I started to be the mother I wanted, and it worked with Matthew because I was in a very cuddly night because we were in crisis. There was a lot of crisis going on when Matthew was little. So it was, I was in crisis mode. And when I got closer to getting Jaden, that's when it kind of switched to, okay, the crisis is gone, and we're leveling. I love you. I have leveled out this plane more times than I would like to admit, but I did. I'm a hell of a pilot. I'm telling you right now. What? I am a hell of a pilot because the plane hasn't crashed. The plane has gone down. I had to go refuel. I had to change co-pilots a couple of times, but it's like, I think we're good. I think this crew that we have now, I think it's a good crew, but I digress. I'm gonna get back to where I was. Right. So Jaden taught me, no, you can't, no, I don't like that. Like, and Jaden was brilliant at birth, so he was very articulate. He was always very articulate, still is. He'll tell you what's on his mind. He is so much his mother. You understand? Matthew gravitated more towards his father. His father was very more laid back and not, get in your face like his mama. So Jaden, on the other hand, inherited his mother's mouth. And it was funny because my ex-husband used to say that all the time. Every time Jaden opens his mouth, you come out. I'm like, he don't fuck with him then. Leave him alone. But I digress. But yeah, so I learned then. It's funny because Dylan, I'll tell you what Dylan taught me just to complete the set. I'll tell you what Dylan taught me. Dylan taught me it's not that serious, bro. like, oh my God, Dylan has taught me that, yo, lighten up, my guy. It's not that serious. Like, okay, I eat with my hands instead of a fork. Okay, like, what's the problem? Dylan has crumbled all the structures that I have or had in my head in my life, because I still am a very A type personality. I like things a certain way and stuff. Plus, I'm a fucking designer, so I like things to look a certain way. And Dylan's like, look, I got holes in my shirt. Leave me the fuck alone. Like, he's like, I'm not doing, yeah, I didn't hit any milestones right now. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm good. Like, we good, right? Am I breathing? Am I full? Did I eat? Like, as long as I eat and this system is taken care of, everything else take care of itself. Mom, don't worry about it. That is Dylan. And it's like, I remember when I made that transition to, it is what it fucking is. Like it is what it is. He's gonna do what he's gonna do. He's gonna not do what he don't want to do. I cannot force this kid to do anything. Like, yo, this Badger generation, I cannot force him to do anything. And it's like, the funny thing with him is like, he also taught me how to fight. But having Dylan as a child, I always knew how to argue. Right? There's a difference between arguing and fighting. Arguing is like, you're like, this is what I want. I want it now. This is what I need. Blah, blah, blah. Fighting is, this is what's going to happen. Everybody sit the fuck down. You understand? This is how it's going to go. There's no highway option. I don't care who do I need to speak to. That's Dylan brought out my Latina Karen with everything, because I'm his advocate. He can't speak for himself. So it's like, I had to go into IEP meetings and conduct those shits, because I was like, didn't we have the same goal just the same 2-3 years ago? And no one's even addressed or did stuff towards it. Why is it still here? I was like, nope, that gotta go. Nope, this gotta go. So being with him, he taught me how to fight. And I'm saying all these things and I'm telling you about each kid. They're not kids anymore, but each one, because I had to be a different, oh my God, I don't know why I'm about to cry. I had to be a different mom for each kid. I couldn't be the same mom for Dylan that I was for Matthew. I couldn't be the same mom for Dylan I was for Jaden. You understand? I had to be a different mom, and it taught me how to give people what they need, not what I need. Does that make sense? And some mom, and this is for me included, you got to be careful that you don't keep like changing yourself for kids and not know who you are at your core. My core base always stayed the same. I didn't play no shit. I didn't do no shit. I didn't talk no shit. I was my kid's friend. I was my kid's advocate. My Each one of their schools did not want to hear me on the phone and did not want to see me come up there. So it's like there was a baseline. Like Keisha T. Grant was always a baseline, but then there was a little seasoning. There was a little seasoning. Like this chicken was barbecue chicken. This chicken was like sesame chicken, and this chicken was whatever chicken it wanted to be. You know what I mean? That's how you season it. You season it different. Your baseline is the same, but you season them differently, and you may get lucky, and some kids are exactly the same. Mine are. They're all very much their own individual selves. They even look different. We all have different types of hair, which is funny because Matthew's hair curls one way, Jaden's hair curls a different way, Dylan's hair curls and sets a different way, and mine's curls this way. And this is just it dried out and stuff. But it's funny. It's just funny how giving someone what they need from you and what they want from you will help the relationship progress. But don't get it twisted. They need to give you what you need, not what they need. So it's like, remember, we're not talking about the people over here that don't know how to take care of people, that don't want to take care of people, that don't need everybody to do whatever. We're talking about these people over here, the people that want to be a good person, that is your person, that's the person that wants to be your best friend, and that like competes to be your best friend because they know how special you are. Those are the people we're talking about. These other people over here, we're not talking about those people anymore. But they know, but they know that she likes purple pancakes on Tuesday. So he'll make purple pancakes on Tuesday, and it's like, and then they'll be smart enough, because what you have to do is be smart enough to check in to see if she's still eating pancakes. Because, like me, I change from day to day. I change from day to day because I get different downloads and different information from day to day. So who I was last week is not who I am now. You can just change. I change this. I change and evolve the way I change and evolve my hair. It's like it. Yesterday, I'm like, oh yeah, I love bagels. Today, I'm like, don't can't eat bagels. No more bagels. But like I tell people all the time, you have to communicate with your partner as well. He or she is not a mind reader, and they might, because if you have like a professional person like me, I got businesses going on. I have men that I'm still training to be leaders. I have my own life that I'm evolving. There are so many things going on in my life that I might miss it. You understand? He might miss it. He might not notice that you're not eating bread anymore. And he makes you pancakes on Tuesday, because he knows you like purple pancakes on Tuesday. So he made you purple pancakes on Tuesday, and he didn't really notice that you weren't eating pancakes anymore. So what you should do, and when I have my person, is going to make sure and practice. Hey babe, oh, I don't eat pancakes anymore. It's my fault. I didn't tell you. I should have told you. I'm so sorry. Can we like do something with the pancakes, because I don't want to mess up what I'm doing. That's how you talk to him. Don't be like, you should have known I don't eat purple pancakes on Tuesday no more. But bitch, you've eaten purple pancakes on Tuesday for like 5 months. So he from what I'm understanding from my guy friends, guys get set in a rhythm. And once that rhythm changes, you gotta give them some time to adjust, I didn't know that. I pivot. My pivot game is legendary. So I pivot like that. But what I learned is they have a lot of stuff going on, especially if they're, like I said, I'm not talking about the people over here. I'm talking about the people over here who are like, I want to see my family do well. I want to see my people do well. I want to see my girl do well. I want to see everyone win. The ones that are on their game, on their job. You understand? Those are the people that we're talking about. They have a lot going on. So he might not notice you don't eat purple pancakes on Tuesday anymore. Even if you told him, be like, I told you, babe, I don't eat, and you just be like, okay, because I hear someone, I've told him 1,000 times I don't eat purple pancakes on Tuesday. But my question to you is, and this just came in my head, did you replace it with something? You understand? I heard somebody go, oh shit, you got to replace it with something. You can't be like, oh, I don't eat bread anymore, right? Okay, bitch, what do you eat? You understand? Okay, you don't eat bread anymore. What do you eat? And it's because then that's going to be stored. From what I understand, I could be completely wrong. The guys could be like, Keisha, you're full of shit. That's not how it goes. I don't know. But I'm feeling, for me, I've never been a guy, so I don't know. So please help me with this. I could be wrong. If I tell you for 5 months, you're making me purple pancakes on Tuesday, and my shirt is all out, making me purple pancakes on Tuesday, and all of a sudden I stop eating bread, because this literally happened to me. I stopped eating bread. I don't eat bread anymore. So, or things with flour in it. And if I was the one in the situation, I'm trying to put myself in the situation, bear with me. If I was the one in the situation, one, I would absolutely tell them, hey, I don't eat purple pancakes on Tuesday anymore. We don't do purple pancakes on Tuesday anymore. But I would replace it with something else. Okay. But I would love some bacon and eggs, because I'm not eating bread. So some bacon, eggs, and like cut up potatoes or something like that. Can we make it you gotta change it with something, because then I feel their brain will be like, okay, new orders. Because one thing I do know, I currently work with a lot of men, and I feel that they operate best with protocols. And like, I could be wrong, please, because last time I was said something, they were like, no, and I was like, oh. So it's like, I'm not trying to get this wrong on purpose. So if I'm wrong, just nicely tell me I'm wrong, for you, not for the men I'm speaking about, because I know these men personally. So I know these men, I've seen them operate without protocols, and I've seen them operate with protocols. And when they operate without a script or a protocol, they all over the place. They can't like put it together. And I'm sitting there going, what is happening right now? My driver is a man. Like my driver's a man, my IT guy is a man. The people who run the driver's department or the vehicles department, he's a man. So it's like, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. If you're going to communicate that you want purple pancakes on Tuesday, I don't know how we got on just purple pancakes, but follow with me. If you say you want purple pancakes on Tuesday, right? And he does it like clockwork, different shapes of pancakes and different things, but it's always purple pancakes, right? And then you go, I'm starting to get thick with these purple pancakes on Tuesday. So you go to him, hey babe, I love the fact that you make me purple pancakes on Tuesday, but I think it's making me get thicker in places I don't want to get thick. So let's switch it from purple pancakes on Tuesday to steak and eggs on Tuesday, or something else. You got to tell him something else. So then once that happens, then on Monday night, when y'all about to go to bed, just kiss him on his head and be like, hey babe, don't forget, pancakes and eggs tomorrow. Pancakes and eggs tomorrow. See, I fucked it up already. Bacon and eggs tomorrow, or steak and eggs tomorrow. No purple pancakes. Deal, got it? He's like, yeah, sure. Because when he goes to bed, his brain is processing what he's going to do the next day. and he's going to be thinking, no purple pancakes, we got steak and eggs. And then you take out the steak. You understand? You got to help. You got to help out. Yeah, you got to help out. And this goes for both men and women. I just got stuck on women for some reason. But it's like this works for both, and then you take out, because I know in my other marriages, I felt that I wasn't clear. I wasn't very clear with what I wanted. But at the same time, I didn't know what I wanted. All I knew, I wanted to serve, and that was a problem because I didn't receive. I just served. And then when I wanted to be received, I would argue instead of communicate. So this is why I communicate now. But yeah, so the next day you wake up and everybody's getting ready to get their day and be like, okay, babe, what kind of steak are you going to make today? Because he's going to be like, oh shit, that's right. Because he's programmed to get up and make purple pancakes on Tuesday. So he has to it's kind of like having a speeding train stop, turn around, and go in the opposite direction. You understand? You got to give him a minute. And that's something I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to you, because I hate when I tell somebody something and I put safeguards in place and they still do the same thing I didn't ask them to do. I'm like, I didn't ask you to do that. I told you I don't like that. Don't do that. I always tell my boys and the people I work with, the first two times, I'm going to be nice to you. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice about it. I'm going to be calm about it. By the third time, I'm be like, hey, stop doing this. Because it's like, unfortunately, for the men that I'm around, I'm not saying all men, but for the men that I'm around, until you do this and like have something catch their attention, they won't remember. I don't know. It's not all the time, and it's not all men. It's just sometimes it's some men. But anyway, back to our original premise. Our original premise is be and give people what they want. And if you put it this way, if you feel like I don't want to do that, then don't. You don't have to be with that person. You don't have to mother that kid the way that they're like, oh, I don't talk to me like that. Okay, like my 12-year-old, he hates baby shit. He hates when I'm like, hey, cutie pootie. He's like, he looks at me like, bitch, didn't we have this conversation? He's not crazy, but he's like, didn't we have this conversation? And I'm looking at him like, oh shoot, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're right. He told me not to say that anymore, so I had to stop. But at the same time, you still give them what they want. If it if it if it doesn't overburden you, like I wouldn't say if your kid is like, I want $5,000 every Christmas, and you're looking at them like, are you out of your mind? Like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about something that's easily done, something that's easily reciprocated. If the person is like tells you, hey, I don't like when you yell at me, and that's one of my pet peeves, don't yell at me. I was emotionally abused my entire life, and I have stopped it, and I will not allow anyone to yell at me, and neither will my spirit team. So if you believe that you can come and yell at me, that's a problem. So I'm always telling you why I say certain things, because it's usually pertains to me, and I don't want you to believe I'm judging anyone. Everybody be you, rock out. But yeah, say you go to the person, please don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. There's no reason to yell at me. I didn't yell at you. We're not fighting. I'm just voicing my opinion and saying how I feel. There's no reason to yell. That's me the first time. The second time, maybe a little more high pitched. Hey, remember, told you I didn't like when you yelled at me. Don't yell at me. I don't like it. Depending on who you are, there will not be a third time. I will be gone. I'm a Scorpio. I will be gone, because if you can do it twice, you're not going to get me a third time. But if it's a person I have to deal with and I have to be in their life and they have to be in mine, I would just, when they start yelling now, and I'm still practicing this, so just take this with like 2 grains of salt. Yeah. So now what my spirit team and Tabby tells me to do, they tell me to look at them and walk off. Just walk off. Just walk off. Let them yell. They're what I'm told is that they're allowed to do whatever they want to do, but you don't have to sit there and be with them when they do it. That's what I was taught. Will my nervous system and my I'll kick your ass kicking before that? Maybe, maybe. But I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I'm a scientist. I test every theory. But yeah, so today's lesson was give and be who people give people what they want. Don't like don't be the girlfriend that you would want if you were the girlfriend. Does that make sense? Don't be the boyfriend that you would want if you were the boyfriend. That doesn't make sense. You're not dating yourself. You're not with yourself. You're with the other person. So if the other person likes flowers, buy them flowers. What is wrong with you? I don't like flowers. The flowers aren't for you. You understand? If the person's like, I like chocolate. I like Twix. I don't like Snickers. Buy Snickers and Twix. You understand what I'm saying? You can't just be like, well, I don't like Twix. Okay. It's not for you. Does that make sense? Do what you say you want this relationship. You say that this person is worth the price of this relationship. So put the work in. You have to put the work in. And this is part of the price. This is part of the price. I'm not saying to go and be uneven with it. Everything has to be balanced, not uneven with it. You understand? But what are you holding out for? Just give them what they want. All right? Love you guys. Stay up, stay blessed. Deuces. And I'm out. Click it.